Passing over your.
Rookie mistake, Ice. Rookie mistake. Once again, with the forgetting the old microphone setup. I was here giving all this great commentary, talking about all the important things in life, talking about philosophy and talking about Arma map making, and I even had a giveaway and all this different stuff I was talking about, and nobody could hear me. I am a giddy goat, as I say. Anyway, what we're doing today is practicing flight. Arma flight is my favorite place to be in an Arma mission. I enjoy it because it gives you a perspective that otherwise is really untouched. How else can you just rapidly displace around the battlefield? And you can go to terrain and objects and buildings and different LZs. You can explore in ways that you'd never be able to otherwise. And this specific airframe, the MH6, is extremely conducive to some of the specialty requirements of things like special operations or light infantry or air assault, in which the environment allows you to move around quickly and place troops in areas or on HLZs such as Pinnacle on top of buildings, things like that. They're extremely fun to fly, very responsive, and especially when using the setup that I'm using, which has TrackIR plus the MFG Crosswind pedals, which is pretty much the coined setup that Dyslexia recommends. It's extremely fun to fly. What else was I saying? I'm trying to recap all this stuff that I talked to myself about during this. MFG is a company that they're the ones who make the pedals. It's a small, I think, one-man company that makes furniture in Croatia. And the gentleman who runs it is extremely passionate about making quality products, and he has a passion for flight sim. So he developed the Crosswind series, which I think is just one. There might be two. Maybe there's more. I'm not sure. I'm only aware of the ones that I have. But they're extremely sturdy. Like, I'm sure I could probably throw these things, maybe not off of a building, but I could drop them down the stairs or something and they'd be totally fine. And they're extremely fun to use. They're very responsive. They feel great. They're comfortable against your feet. And they enable you to do some really Hollywood stuff. I'm kind of flying what we call nap of the earth, nearest possible to the earth. And kind of Hollywood flying, but with this type of aircraft, it's really fun. And we're on a map that models the Scottish coastline called Mull of Kintyre. We started kind of out in the debug lands, and now we're back in the mainland. And yeah, we're just having some fun. We'll probably fly around in the daytime a while, and then might move on to nighttime flight. Maybe we'll add some wind. It's good to get practice on stuff like this. I always tell my aviators in Task Force Timberwolf that it's important to get this type of practice on your own, and not completely be getting that practice during actual missions. And some folks have time for it, some don't. That's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, I absolutely just adore this airframe. It's so much fun to fly, and it's extremely. There's nothing quite like it because you're vulnerable, and your tool for survival is your ability to fly where the enemy wouldn't expect you, and your speed and your agility. Being able to fly like Hollywood like this is actually really important for this airframe. Look at that. What is that, a goat? I didn't know goats just spawn here. That's cool. Anyway, though, yeah, it's super important. And look at that! There's a goat! How cool is that? I did not know. Usually when I play this, I have the environment disabled so that on certain maps, fireflies aren't, like, swarming all over the place. But I did not know by default that there were goats that spawn here. That is so cool. And sheep. Look at that. We got both goats and sheep. Let's say hello. Hi, goat. How are you? Hey, buddy. We need, like, sheepdogs or something. He does not give a fuck. Well, our sightseeing continues as we tour the island. Or, I guess not the island, but the peninsula. I was going to try and fly in a, inside of a boat dock back on the island to the south there. Sanda Island. But unfortunately, it was closed. And maybe fortunately, because that could have resulted in my demise quite quickly. Oh yeah, I am loving this. If you haven't checked it out, if you ever want to get into flight like this, definitely check out Dyslexi's Art of Flight series. He just posted a video now. I don't know, if you haven't checked out Dyslexi, he is pretty much the person who got me into Arma, got me into community management, got me into YouTube, and huge inspiration for me. Great guy, writes all sorts of guides. I have his official guide for Arma 3. Just extremely cool person. An awesome video editor as well. His year in review series are amazing. And he hasn't done one since 2017. He used to do one every single year. He did one starting, I think his first one was 2010. It was just called Year in Video, and it was everybody's videos from his group, Shack Tactical. And then starting in 2012, he began doing his own content through these year in reviews, and he puts music to it, and he edits them all together, and they're so fun to watch. They have hilarious moments, epic moments, just downright cool. A lot of really badass flying on his part and on others' parts, and they're really fun to watch. They range from, I think the first one is like 7 minutes long, and then they go all the way to like, one's like an hour long or like 53 minutes or something like that. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's good stuff, and I highly recommend that content. So if you haven't checked it out, check out Dyslexi. It's spelled like dyslexic, except the C is before the I. Wait, how? Yeah, Dyslexi. Yeah, it's a play on words. Took me a while to realize that, but it is. But he just announced, he hadn't done one since 2017. He just announced he's starting up his 2018 year in review, and he did a little preview on his channel, and let me tell you, it looks pretty damn good. I am quite excited for that, and I think he's going to do one for all the different years, hopefully all in 2021, but the first one should be out in January or February. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm a big fanboy of Dyslexi. He's a personal hero. Definitely a personal hero. Man, I am having so much fun right now. No place I'd rather be in Arma. At the cockpit of one of these things. I honestly enjoy the transport aviation aspect more than I do the attack aviation, and that might be contrary to what most people would like. But I just enjoy the challenge of having to land in different places. I'm going to start practicing landings before too long, but right now I'm having so much fun flying down this road here. Whoa. That I'm sacrificing my landing practice for that. Let's try and land inside this. Can I land in here? Yeah, there's a LZ there. I would normally not land inside here because I'm sure if there was bad guys about, they would shoot the hell out of my aircraft. Oh yeah. Rapid displacement, rapid insertion of troops. That's my jam, man. That's what it's all about. I'm going for those birds. Oh yeah. Look at this valley. Look at this unique terrain. This place has such a variety of terrain. Mull of Kintyre. I'll show you the map overall in just a second. Yeah, I'll be fine if I do it here. This is the map overall. Pretty cool, if you ask me. I know that was really short, but it's got a variety of, you know, look on my left here. I'm gesturing with my hands, but you can't see it. On my left here is the pine forest. On the right, meadows. In the middle, kind of a mix. Like, how cool is that? Super unique. As Dr. Strange in our group would say, super fun. Super cool. Oh, there's a castle up here. Okay, we gotta try and land on top of the castle. This is like a perfect pinnacle HLZ for inserting like sniper teams or scouts. Or even a command element could be up in a place like this. Who expects you to be up in a castle? We don't give no fucks about historical significance. We just want a good HLZ. Oh yeah, look at this. Hopefully I don't. Alright. Troops away. On to the next one. We're gonna land in the other one too. Look at this. Can I get down here? If I epically fail at this, don't blame me. There's also a microphone right in my face here, which hinders my visibility just a little bit, maybe just out of one eye. Look out, trees. Oh yeah, this is so much fun, man. I am loving it. Oh! Maybe overshot that one just a bit. That's okay. This is why we practice. I'm not here to showboat. I'm just here to practice. Alright. With this one, just to be safe, I'd hover here. Alright, troops. Go, go, go. And we're out. What's this down here? A little farm? What would happen if I hit a bird? Not gonna try. Ooh, look at this. Dude, I could totally try and fly under there. That might be a horrible decision, but it sounds like a lot of fun. So we're gonna try it, I think. Oh, power lines to my right. Always look for power lines. In your flight plans, look for power lines, because they pop up out of nowhere sometimes. They're made to not be super visible. I mean, maybe that's not the case, but I definitely have the capability to go under here. Now let's see if I can execute correctly. I don't think I'll go back out the other side, because that could end up going pretty poorly. And even if I rotate, that might not go too well. We're going to go back out now. Flying backwards is kind of where the co-pilot comes in handy. We'll use the surroundings to judge. Kind of know how we came in. Oh yeah. And we're out of here. Absolutely no tactical application for doing that, but it's a good exercise in practice. You never know when you're going to be flying through hangars or flying in really, really tough environments. Flying under power lines, breaking FAA regulations. There ain't no FAA and, I mean, maybe there is. There ain't no FAA in Scotland, so I don't give a crap. There certainly isn't one in Arma. So much fun. I hope this is entertaining content. It's sure entertaining for me. Oh yeah. Got more roads. Flying above roads is so much fun. Roadway laws are enforced by helicopters. And not always obeyed by them. Should we fly super low? Maybe that's a bad idea, but let's try it. 1 meter, huh? This requires optimal concentration. Flying at 1 meter is extremely risky, and there's really no reason to do it. But we practice in circumstances which are more challenging than that of our actual flight. Maybe that's not completely accurate. It'd probably be more challenging if there were actually people shooting at us. And communications and all that kind of stuff. But I suppose it sort of simulates communications, me talking to myself. Oh yeah, Tokyo Drift. I feel like I should be recording this for YouTube, but you know what? If you follow me on Twitch, you get Prime Entertainment. Sometimes you get a little bonus for something like that versus normal communication. Versus, that was not the right word. I was distracted for a second. Versus normal entertainment. Okay, what else? If you want me to shut up, you gotta tell me, but I probably won't. But I'd appreciate it either way. Anyway, I have a second channel that I've linked on my YouTube channel called Ice Aurora. What I'm trying to do with my channel, my channels, I guess, is I want to have one that's dedicated to tactical content, a la Ice Tactics, the new name for my YouTube channel. And then the second YouTube channel is called Ice Aurora, which is kind of just for fun stuff, everything else in between. Because I've noticed that some folks kind of like a distinction between those things. Some people like to... That's a little close there. Angle it. Yeah, we got it. Some folks like a distinction between those things in order to, you know, get the type of content that they want. And I figure it's easy for somebody to subscribe to both if they just want to hang out with me specifically, which I'd very much appreciate. However, I don't expect it from everybody. What was I saying? Anyway, though, we keep that distinction up, and that way, if you like tactical content, you follow or subscribe to Ice Tactics, and if you like regular content, just gaming content in general, and maybe other stuff too, we'll see, Ice Aurora. But my goal is to build these two channels up and have them kind of run in sync, and hopefully not take away from each other. I've been trying to brainstorm different content to do, so if there's anything that you want to see on either of them, make sure you let me know in a comment or something. Because there's all sorts of games out there. Strategy games. You know, I've thought about doing like War Game on Ice Tactics. You know, I do GTA content like we used to on Twitch. What else? We want to do Payday. Payday 2 is one that I've never played before, and I've heard it's extremely fun. Very, very tactical type content. And overall, stuff like that I figure could be a lot of fun. You never know what people might like to see. It's tough for somebody like me who's trying not to do too mainstream of content to be able to, you know, stay with what's popular. It's, I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to cash out and do a ton of, you know, Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff like that. That's kind of mainstream stuff, and I want to offer something different on this channel. You know, I enjoy games like that, I guess, from time to time, but I, for now, would like to focus on less mainstream content because I feel like, I don't know, kind of a hipster like that, I guess. I consider myself a video game hipster. I do stuff after... Well, I'm like the opposite of a hipster. I do stuff after it's no longer cool. I find some game that I want to play that I never got to play, and then nobody watches me, but I enjoy playing it. Such as my Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough. Like, that was... I actually took it off my channel because I figured I'd do it in a live stream instead. Or do it on Ice Aurora. But anyway, that one was like a game that was not really... It had a little bit of hype because of the re-release on Steam, but other than that, it was really no longer that popular. Alright, let's gain some altitude. See what this place looks like overall. Where the hell am I? I love this map, man. I could fly for hours here. This is just excellent. So much fun. There's another castle down there. Look at that. That's a big one. Dude, I really, really want to fly, like, zigzag between those castle towers. And I may very well do that. But first, it's got to be done. Can we do a third? Probably not. Oh, just saved it. Triple barrel roll. It's more of a corkscrew. Like a corkscrew barrel roll. Alright, we're still oriented towards the same direction. You can tell I started hitting random keys because I was all, I was freaking out. I was going to embarrass myself by trying a stupid stunt and crashing in front of my audience. Anyway, if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to follow the channel. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel as well, which is linked on the channel homepage on Twitch here. We'll have a grand old time. Ghost Recon, Arma, really are my main two things right now, but I do all sorts of other stuff too. Maybe Darren and I will get on sometime and do some flight practice like this. We always have a lot of fun. But I never get to interact directly with my audience, or at least I don't get to as much as I'd like to. It's always me interacting with them, which is great. I love those guys, but it's not quite the same. That was sloppy. Kind of came in kind of fast at a weird angle. Oh, look at this place. This is pretty sick. What do you think? You think I can get through that little door there? No, not gonna try it. I tried something similar on this map, which had like a little archway over a road, and I actually was able to be successful. I was really surprised. This is not that impressive. How about in and out of the trees? Okay, make it inside there. That'd be a cool HLZ. Trying to imagine, you know, this map is based off of the actual Mole of Kintyre. I wonder what this castle was all about back in the day. Oh, there's a little info placard about it. I don't think it actually says anything, but let's see. Let's see, what do we got here? Anything? It seems that somebody has removed the placard, or at least the text from it. Oh, let's not hit that. I'm not sure if these hitboxes are completely accurate to what it looks like in the 3D model. I've not crashed yet. That's a good start to things. Where else can we go here? Try this corner. Little close quarters here. Oh, careful there. Careful ice. Careful SpongeBob. Careful SpongeBob. Alright. Patrick, the lid's already off. Alright. We out of here. Oh! Here we go. Here's a good opportunity. Look at this thing. That looks like fun. Through there. Oh, we got some coastline roads. Oh, this is great. This is great. What an opportunity to get some good scenery. Fly along the coastline road in a helicopter. I've always thought about becoming a pilot, but then I realized that the FAA regulations do not allow you to do stuff like this, unfortunately. So maybe someday I'll have to, like... I always see these videos of people in Russia, like, doing this crazy-ass flying. Maybe someday I'll have to, like, spend a year in Russia or something. Not really, probably wouldn't do that. But I always do see cool videos of people flying hips, like, right over the roads. And it looks like fun, man. Like, where else can you do that? I suppose Hollywood flying, if you're like a stunt pilot or a camera operator or something. Okay, we're skidding along the road. Maybe I got a little low there. The nice thing about having your nose upward is that when you skid like that, you're not going to just completely flip the aircraft over and go nose first into the ground. Goats are everywhere. Hey, buddy. Tried playing Arma 2 yesterday. That was quite painful. It was very nostalgic. Quite painful, though. I never used to fly in Arma 2. I mean, I did maybe a little bit, but it really took off in Arma 3. I thought for sure that was power line for a second there. Arma 2 was really special, though. I'll never forget first getting into it. It was an experience unlike anything I'd ever done before in a video game. So we're starting to get overcast. Kind of interesting how the weather's changing. I didn't set it to do that, it just kind of did it. We'll set the time to like sunset after this, and we'll kind of let the sun set as we fly, and then we'll equip night vision. Oh yeah. Oh man. I need a snack. Although snacks and flying don't really go together too well. Unless you have a co-pilot. Then you can have a tactical snack whenever you want. Like, hey dude, you take the controls for a second? I got you, fam. And it was bound to happen eventually. I'm here thinking about snacks, getting distracted. That's okay, this is a perfect opportunity for us to switch over to a different time of day. I do apologize. Such flying would never be done in an actual op, but you do it in order to get familiar with your capabilities, you know, what you're comfortable with doing, what you think is appropriate or inappropriate for actual missions. And you kind of use that as your baseline, if you will. Oh yeah, look at this. We're gonna turn up the heat a little bit here. Because why the hell not? I'm just curious to see how crazy we can make it. Maybe I'll turn the rain down a little bit so it's not so annoying with the night vision. Some high winds. Probably not going to do quite the same type of flying. Like this would be, you know, grounds for pretty much scratching a flight. But we're going to try it anyway, because this is Arma. And why the hell not? And you know what? Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. We need some night vision, though. We want these ones. I think these are the ones that we normally use. All right, airframe's ready. Let's put our bird in some kind of random place. All right, we'll start wherever the hell this is. I think I know where this is. South of the airstrip? Yep. And it should get dark with time. Give me just a second here. Let this load. We'll grab some water. Oh, ouch. My neck just popped in like 3 different places. Ouch. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Oop. Sorry about that. Well, you ready for this, Captain Thompson? 'Cause I sure am. Let's do it. Let's make it a little darker. Oh yeah, that's how I like it. Nice and dark. Nice and dark. So, you know, obviously when you're flying in these types of conditions, your ability to distinguish between different terrain is very much hindered. You know, that tree there just looks like pretty much just a dark blob to me. So you fly a little bit more cautiously. You know, I wouldn't fly real close to the ground like that. Certain areas, though, especially areas with lighter terrain, lights around them and stuff, you can see pretty well. And TrackIR helps tremendously with your situational awareness. I use the TrackIR Pro. It helps me to be able to kind of turn my head as far as I need to without it freaking out on me. And, you know, I used to use that old, the TrackIR+, like, basic, the one that goes on a hat. And that thing flies off. See, there's a power line right below us. You can barely even see it. You know, I just caught a glimpse of it there. I'm pretty sure there's one there. I see the supports for it. But if I was flying in these conditions, I'd probably, you know, even if I'm at nap of the earth, I'd really have to look at the map and plan out my route and make sure I'm not taking undue risks. Because as an aviator, your role on the battlefield is incredibly important. You kind of control the experience for everybody, and you being on point can make or break a mission, especially in smaller communities like ours. You know, you have 1 or 2 aviators, and they are, if they're not on point that day, it can completely change the mission for the worse. And you want to make sure to think about those things. That's why we practice. That's why we make mistakes here and not in the game itself. There's nothing I love more in helicopter ops than inserting people on top of buildings. I absolutely love that. See, look at this. This is just a field kind of below me here, but it just looks like a grainy, you know, sea of green, if you will. Yep. See, here's a great lesson. You know, let's auto-rotate out of this. I'm probably going to go straight back into the power lines. So, that's a great lesson right there. What happened, if you can see above me, there's power lines. And if I would have done my map reconnaissance correctly, I would have seen this line right here that indicates there's power lines there. So this is a great lesson as to why you should always do that prior to your flight. So we're going to restart, and I'm going to make an actual plan. We're going to kind of like do a little mock-up mission here. But one of the reasons that I was flying like that, I can play it off as this now anyway, is that I wanted to be able to demonstrate that. It's incredibly important to understand the capabilities of your airframe, capabilities of your flight, and the risks that are appropriate to take on. So let's say our mission is, Campbelltown is kind of a little bit dense. It's kind of the only place that gets poor performance, so I don't think I'm going to go there. Maybe I'll go to the edge of it, though. We got like a, yeah, this building here. We're going to insert troops. So, I like to name my HLZs after birds, usually. Other people name them really funny stuff that sometimes isn't appropriate. Did I just teleport myself? What the hell just happened? What the? I just teleported myself across the map. I have no idea how the hell I did that. Okay, Alt and click, I guess, teleports you in the editor. That must be an Eden enhanced thing. Anyway, sorry, that threw me for a loop. So we're gonna insert a team over there. You know, we'll insert them there instead. Whoops, I'm teleporting myself again, and I blow myself up. All right, we're gonna do this on the actual editor instead of instead of like that. All right, so here's the plan. Get my trusty markers. Where are they at? Almost started singing Jesus Christ, Darth Brooks. What am I? I'm too Star Wars. Too much Star Wars in my life. I'm calling Garth Brooks Darth Brooks. I almost started singing a Garth Brooks song there for a second with the thunder. I'm sure you can probably figure out if you know Garth Brooks which one it is. I don't know how that works on Twitch. I would totally sing songs all the time if I was sure that I wouldn't get copyright strikes for it. All right, so we're gonna, our plan is, we got HLZ Bluebird, now Campbelltown here. We're gonna do let's pretend that the objective is, I guess, Stewarton here. So we got HLZ Bluebird, we're gonna do an HLZ kind of in the middle of more of a open area here in a field. Keep in mind this is nighttime operations. You know, we can't really take quite the same risks that we would otherwise. Call this HLZ Cardinal. And we'll do a pickup zone. Oh, we'll do one more HLZ. I like the idea of dropping somebody in this depression here. That's kind of cool. It's another type of bird, eagle. Oop. HLZ Eagle, and then we'll do a pickup zone. That actually might be a better pickup zone. We'll call that PZ Slug. And then we'll do... The reason that I would think that would be a good pickup zone is because it's kind of, you know, isolated from everything else. Although it'd take a while to get there, probably. But if we were doing a large-scale mission, it might make sense. And then we need one more insertion point. Where should I make it? We do something dumb like inserting on a freaking water tower? Probably not. You know what? Why not? Let's do it. HLZ Eagle. It is. So we'll do our map reconnaissance. You know, looking at this, our terrain is mostly trees and stuff. We'll fly low, but we won't fly NOE really. I mean, we kind of will, but it's near as possible with regards to how near you can get with this type of terrain. All right, not seeing any. Looks like there might be a. I don't think this is an actual power line. It might be. So at this road here, we'll raise our altitude a little bit, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my map reconnaissance in the editor here, or in the scenario. That way I can actually mark things for my GPS. Oh. I have no idea if anybody's actually watching this or not. So if you are, thanks for watching. Your loyalty means the world. I can pretend I have friends. Alright. I always mark all my aviation stuff in yellow. That's kind of my my way to distinguish it, because nobody marks stuff in yellow otherwise. So we want to watch altitude, probably starting about right here. I'll put an eye there for increase. Then we'll kind of generally fly along the base of this mountain a little bit. You know, what we might do actually, to keep our silhouette low, yeah, we'll fly kind of along the edge of this tree line. And then upon the road here, fly around the old cemetery. I think that's what this is. Is that a cemetery? No, this is a village. It's a massive map, I keep forgetting. We'll kind of fly low through here, do a quick pass. We'll spot the HLZ. It'll be right there. So we're going to drop off troops there. Then we're going to go up here to PZ Slug, and we're going to pick up troops there. For that, you know, Campbelltown, I'm trying to kind of stay out of it, so I'll fly like this. Kind of fly out along the coastline here. We'll come up around here. Man, this is such a big map. That gets me every time looking at that. We'll do some fancy flying kind of through the woods. We'll see if we can manage this. I don't know if we will be able to. I'll put a little line here for caution. Actually, put it a little earlier. Line here for caution in case I were to, for whatever reason, not be able to see the trees. We'll hit the PZ, and then HLZ Eagle. Our main points of caution are going to be there. And other than that, I'm not really seeing, you know, a lot of stuff. There might be wires here, so we'll kind of we'll approach it from the north. We'll come in like this, come in low down this draw here, and then we'll kind of come around like this, make sure we use caution going over there. We'll hit the HLZ there, and that'll be our exfil. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. GPS on. That would have been funny if I didn't have a GPS. Would have been doing things the old-fashioned way. I think the bird comes equipped with one, so. And yeah, I don't have one. Only the bird has one. Lucky me. But the bird has one inside it. Yeah, so you can tell, you know, you can tell why I ran into those wires earlier. That's how this works. That's why you use a little extra caution. Alright, so we gotta keep oriented towards the old line there. Right over a little compound here. If I had a co-pilot, they would be kind of showing me where to go, or at least telling me when to be ready for the LZ. A little bit left. Oh yeah, I got a little, flying a little bit high here. Let's try and get a little lower, not take unnecessary risks. Fly around 30 meters. Most power lines aren't this tall. A little quiet here. I'm just trying to concentrate. So about me. I guess I'll start from the beginning. 1,000 years ago, my great grandfather. No, I'm kidding. What is that? Okay, I thought that was a power line. It is fortunately not. I think there are below me. So, my name is Sam. I am a avid gamer, love simulation style stuff like this. I really need to get more into things like DCS. I'm an Army vet. I was a paratrooper over in Europe for a couple of years. Jumped out of planes for a living, which was quite exhilarating. Was something else. That's where I earned the nickname Iceman for reasons that maybe I shouldn't talk about. But essentially, let's just say I was the bane of existence of the Op4 in one of our exercises, with regards to, like, I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it mysterious. It wasn't anything like super badass, but that's pretty much it. I don't use the name Iceman in my channel content because it is copyrighted by Marvel, unfortunately, because they have a superhero called Iceman, and I thought Iceman was kind of a cool name, but I had forgotten that it's also used. Oh yeah, we failed to do our map reconnaissance correctly. I did not see those lines there. Did you see that? We just flew over some power lines that I failed to see. It's right there on the map. Alright, strike one for Iceman, but we were able to get around it. Anyway, that's why I don't use that. So I have two YouTube channels. One is Ice Tactics, and one is Ice Aurora. Ice Aurora has 0 content right now. It has 1 subscriber, which I think is my buddy Draw. I run a community, which I started about 3.5 years ago, called Task Force Timberwolf. Essentially, we're just supposed to be a cool group of people to hang out with and play the game tactically. No bullshit. No, we're not a meme squad, but we're also not a milsim group. We don't try and like emulate actual army stuff. We use realistic doctrine sometimes and tactics because it's fun, but that's about it. It's an amazing group of people. I absolutely love them. Super friendly. I consider them family. Like, it's amazing. It's best gaming decision I ever made. It's like an all-star team of all the different friends I've met throughout the years, plus people who wanted to join us just to be part of something bigger than themselves in gaming. So still running that. We once again have failed our map reconnaissance. We're going to have to try this again. You gotta be kidding. Alright, this time we're going to do a proper map reconnaissance. Proper map reconnaissance, Ice. This is why I'm doing this, because that could have been a real thing there. Anyway, though, I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to, you see what you see. These mistakes are made now so that they're not made later. So we look at power lines like this, and I think I probably would have been able to find that if I would have found this first here. Oh, whoops. First here, where I first crossed them. And then, it's kind of tough because for whatever reason the power lines don't show up at distances like this. But when you zoom in, it's all these grid squares show up. And that kind of makes it tough. Anyway, though, so we got a power line here. So we'll use caution. That'll be my kind of cautionary symbol. And then as we come up here, try and do this again. And, okay, HLZ Bluebird right here. And then where did it come up again? There was a second power line somewhere. But where the hell was it? We hit this one here. Did I run into that one a second time or something? Oh, it branches off to the power depot here. Or, not depot, the little power station. Which, I think that's a power station. Not 100%, but I think that's a power station here. So we'll make a little caution thing here. And then instead of flying like that, we'll fly over it. Or under it. We'll see. I think it'd be safe to fly under, maybe. Maybe not, actually. That's a hill there. We'll fly over it. Don't see any there. And then from here, I'm just going to get the hell out of Dodge, and we'll go this way. Up here, I don't see any more power lines. See, y'all caught me red-handed. This is how it goes. What was I saying? So yeah, Task Force Timberwolf, that's a thing. I'm a voice actor. I work on different voice projects. I'm actually working on a video game project right now that hopefully I'll be able to tell people about eventually. But I just have to leave it at, yeah, it's a video game. I love people. I'm a super pretty friendly dude. I love seeing people get along, love being positive, you know, trying to add positivity to other people's lives instead of negativity. I think we've got way too much negativity right now in the world. We need a lot more love, a lot more stuff like that, because unfortunately people kind of get caught in their rough and rowdy ways and want to live life in a way that is just conducive to themselves and not to others. So my goal is to have a positive impact on others, and I hope that this channel will help me with doing that. This channel, my YouTube channel, all that stuff. I enjoy laughing. I enjoy hanging with friends. A bunch of my friends are people I know in real life, so if you see me playing on here, you know, Peacemaker, Zach, he's an Army buddy of mine. We served together for about 2 years. Who else? Dare, he's an old friend of mine who I grew up with. He's a teacher now. Teaches music. And who else? Do I know anybody else in real life? I think those are the main two. I don't have a lot of friends, but I pick really good friends, put it that way. And then Task Force Timberwolf, of course, is full of people I absolutely love. Haplack, who you'll see in all my Ghost Recon content, he is a retired Army combat medic, served, I think, twice in Afghanistan. Served in combat, absolutely awesome dude, very friendly man, like just super down to earth. Absolutely love that guy. Draw is my Canadian buddy, who always comes up with random stuff that I would never have thought of myself, or just really funny, like niche, you know, obscure things that just come out of left field, and I think it's hilarious, and he's pretty great. And those are kind of the main crew. It's those guys. Surround myself with really, really solid folks. I love interacting with viewers. My dream is for these channels to take off. So if you want to see that happen, if you want to see more of my content, support what I do. I'm not asking for your money right now. Maybe someday I will. But for now, I'm just asking for you to share it. Let me know what you like and what you don't like, and you know what you think, because it's fun for me to learn that stuff. I get excited every single time I see that little notification icon come up, the little 1 or 2 that's next to the bell. That makes me extremely excited every time I see it, because I love getting comments. I love just like seeing what people think, because YouTube is a lot of fun, and I put a lot of like work into the videos I make. I don't know if you watch my Ghost Recon content, but I edit the absolute crap out of it. Same with some of the Arma content. I mean, I enjoy making videos. Like, storytelling is a ton of fun, and it's kind of like making a movie almost, except you're just doing it with a video game. So you get to have fun like recording it, and then you get to have more fun reliving it while you edit it. And I love sharing that with people. So if you like that kind of stuff, yeah, let me know. Because I like it. I enjoy it. There's that power line that I flew into the last time. See, I've marked it properly this time. Can we fly under it? Yeah, that's a downward. downward sloping hill, so we're going to fly underneath it this time. Keep our flight profile low. Continue flying on this road here. Oh yeah. A little bit of light here. A little bit of noise complaints from the local populace. That's okay. We're on official business. This town is cool. I cannot wait for someday, hopefully, there will be another Arma game that uses the infusion engine so that areas like this have much better performance. I think that would be sick if they did that. Only time will tell. I still need to check out DayZ. I have not checked out DayZ using that infusion engine. Alright, troops inserted there. Now we're going to fly out of here kind of quickly. I'm picturing that troops might be in the area shooting at me. You know, enemy forces and all that. I'm kind of flying a little bit slow, but luckily they wouldn't be able to see me very well. I am way off, but that's okay. Oh, that would have been a nice LZ on top of the hospital. That's kind of a cool place. Alright. Now we fly out over the sea. Flying coastal missions is definitely my favorite environment to fly in. What was I talking about? Yeah, YouTube content, Twitch content. It's a lot of fun. And it's most fun when I get interaction with people. So that's what I love the most. The reasoning behind me making it so that people can't comment right away on my YouTube videos, or just so that we don't get people like randomly posting spoilers and stuff like that. Because some of the content we do is story-based, and I just like to give people a little bit more exclusive access once they follow the channel. We're coming close to 50. That's affiliate, I think. I don't think it's partner. It's affiliate, yeah. 50 followers, man. How cool would that be? That means I can actually, like, have people donate and stuff. How crazy would that be? I don't even think that... I mean, I'm not going to make a big deal out of trying to ask for donations, but it would be cool. Cool way to support the channel, you know. Yeah, this is wild. I'm kind of having fun just talking now. What other things could I let people know? If people ever notice that my voice is kind of delayed in my videos, if you notice, sometimes I sound like I'm like interrupting people as they're talking or something, or that people are interrupting me. The reason behind that is because of the software I use. I actually use a capture PC for my recording, so I stream from a second PC, and my voice is slightly delayed because it's processed between them so that it's the highest quality. I like to provide higher quality sound. In video production classes, they'll tell you that sound is actually the most important aspect of video production. And I see no reason why that shouldn't be the same with video production for YouTube and with video games. So that's why it's a little bit delayed. It's a little bit of a trade-off. Someday I'll invest in a sound, you know, board type thing. What do they call that? A mixer board? And maybe that'll eliminate that issue. I am a huge Star Wars fan. Like, really huge. I have enjoyed Star Wars since I was a little kid. I had a bunch of Lego Star Wars sets. I had Star Wars video games. Played the original Battlefront game. I will cherish that memory for the rest of my life. My favorite Star Wars Battlefront map is Tatooine Dune Sea. And my second favorite is Kashyyyk Docks. And I think the first map I ever played on was Kashyyyk Islands in Star Wars Battlefront 1. We are not going to be able to fly through there. Alright, we're approaching PZ Slug. This is where we're picking up our troops. Our notional troops. Normally I'd have somebody illuminating the PZ here with some kind of strobes or flare or something. Chem light. We kind of got to do our own. Oh my god, there's a sheep right there in the middle of a rainstorm. Alright, troops picked up. We're back on out of here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Star Wars. I used to have a bunch of action figures. I think I still have them somewhere. Lego Star Wars. Man, Legos are pretty awesome. Me and Peacemaker and Darren, we all love Legos. Like, grew up watching SpongeBob. You probably hear me, like, making a ton of SpongeBob references as the channel goes on. If you pick them out, bonus points to you. Because SpongeBob, especially seasons 1 through 3, are just brilliantly written and are hilarious. Both from a visual comedy, audio, like, it's just so great. It really brings a smile to my face. Sometimes me and Daryl just like do a watch party and watch SpongeBob together, and it's so much fun. It's hilarious. What else do I like? What else? I am an outdoorsman. I love spending time outside. My channel name was originally Northwoods Gaming. That's still kind of our brand, I guess, that is behind my channel and Hap's channel is Northwoods Gaming. But kind of changed it a little bit just because Northwoods Gaming is a really long channel. And I wanted to... Woo! Map recon ice. Map recon. I was lucky. What did I miss there? I don't even see that one on the map. Oh, it's right here, yep. I missed it. Let's do a quick check to see if there's where it goes. Okay, it goes straight south. You guys were waiting. I'm sure somebody had to have spotted that. It was like, dude, you're gonna hit that. It was just waiting for me to hit it. But I was flying low enough where I didn't. This is why you have two pilots look at the map. Map reconnaissance when it's dark out. Do it. If we've learned anything today, map reconnaissance, man. That's it right there. I don't see any power lines at my altitude here. Alright, we're going to bring it nice and low here. We're not going to hit any power lines. We're not going to hit trees. Flying through the field. Where's my HLZ? Okay, see the road that leads up to the HLZ. We got to spot the good old water tower. Where is it? Is this the compound? It is. Alright, I'm not actually seeing the water tower here. If I can't find the water tower, it'll have to be the warehouse. Oh, there's the water tower. We spotted it. Kind of a weird insertion point, but it's a challenge, so... Got a little beacon on top there. Be careful not to hit that. Let's see if we can do this in a unique way. So I would not insert troops like this if this place was occupied by enemy forces, but I would do it as a overwatch point. There's my troops on the right away. Hopefully they didn't fall off. If they did, then sucks to suck. And here's my troops on the left. Hold her steady. A little bit of a challenge when you're looking to the left and trying to associate your controls with. Alright, those troops are away on the left. And we're out of here, man. That's mission complete for Tree Frog 1. That's a call sign I always use for little birds, because I picture them leapfrogging from point to point. Tree frog for these ones, and dart frog for the ones that sting a little more. AH-6 attack variant. We're out of here. I'd say that's a mission complete. That's a wrap. I think we'll call it there. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you follow. I'm going to try and do more single-player content like this. We'll see what kind of response we get. I'm kind of just trying all sorts of stuff right now. If you didn't enjoy it, make sure you let me know. And I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you follow the old YouTube channel, too. Again, the link for that is on my Twitch channel page. We're up to 965 subscribers. A bunch of those are from the old days when I was still Fisto Games, but I'm pretty sure about like 200 of them are from modern day, from the Ice Tactics channel. Thanks everybody for watching. I should have had music going. I didn't even think to do that. Dumb. Well, hopefully you guys listened to your own music there and enjoyed watching. So thanks very much. Have a wonderful day. And maybe we'll see you later this week if we do some Ghost Recon content. Possibly even later tonight. I don't know. I always say that and then it never happens. So if you want to keep an eye out for more content, make sure to do so. Now I'm just rambling on for no reason. That's what happens when you put Ice in front of a mic with nobody talking to him. Just him talking to himself. Now I'm talking in the third person, like some kind of psychic deity. Alright. Thanks everybody. Let's make a landing here. Land on the road. Or near the road. Is this level ground? This is not really level ground. Oh man, this is intimidating. We land in a driveway here. Oh, that's a wall. Park next to the car. Land on top of the car. No, I'll park next to it. Alright, we're down. Engine off. And that's mission complete. Mission complete. Back home. Honey, I'm home. It's the middle of the night, so maybe this isn't my house. But I'm here. Oh, look, she packed up all the things and left. Why does this always happen?